Millville Soccer, brought to you by Quinn Broadcasting.
Well, whenever you talk about Millville and Vineland, you're talking about what they call the rivalry, and it happens in every sport. Today it's going to happen in boys and girls soccer, as we have a doubleheader for you today on Quinn Broadcasting. Millville, Vineland, the girls have, Vineland won the girls game earlier this year, and Millville won the boys game. And Ariel, this field is excellent. The sun is shining. It's a perfect day for a game like this.
Yeah, so we're going to have two exciting matchups. It doesn't matter how the teams are doing on the year. They could be having great seasons, they could be having not great seasons. But whenever you get a Millville versus Vineland game, you know the intensity is going to rack it up quite a bit as these two rivals take off. And we've got two exciting games for you tonight.
That's right. The adrenaline always goes a little bit extra when Millville and Vineland meet. And we said it doesn't matter what sport it is, baseball, football, real football, as they call it. They call this the football. But nonetheless, we have a great game for you. Some great athletes, and I bet you're going to see a lot of running to the ball, a lot of aggressiveness, and we are looking so forward to this. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. Stick around, grab all the snacks you need, because we're in for a good doubleheader of soccer right here on Quinn Broadcasting.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Millville Soccer. Millville Soccer, brought to you by Quinn Broadcasting.
Well, welcome to Gatone Stadium, one of the famous fields. The great thing about Millville Vineland is that both fields are very, very historic in nature, but they've been revamped over the last few years. Millville just getting its new field this year. This field here at Vineland is about 5 years, heading into its 6th year, but both fields look spectacular. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and we were down at the field, Ariel. I walked across there, and I'll tell you what, it felt so good to walk on that turf there.
Yeah, and that's what we believe was synthetic turf,
synthetic,
correct?
Yes.
Down on that field. It did feel very smooth down there, so the good thing about turf is you don't necessarily have all those divots in the field and kind of, but the thing I think that you may have to watch out for is the ball's going to bounce a lot more on the turf than it will be grass. So I think that's kind of going to be one of the things you might have to look out for in these two games.
Well, unlike a football, this ball, when it bounces, is going to give you a true bounce, so it's not going to be too wacky. But again, these two teams, Vineland, Millville, just saying those two words in sporting athletic events just means so much to both communities. And we are so glad that you are watching with us here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live and Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. The Millville team all just about getting ready. There's a little high five, a couple of players and everything. But these two teams, no matter what the year, no matter what the sport, they really do go after it. And that's what makes covering these games so much fun.
Yeah, and a lot of the last couple games between these Millville teams, not very high scoring between the boys. Kind of looking at their last couple games, Millville's won 3 of the last 5 matchups. They faced one time already this year. Millville came out with the 2-1 victory in that one, but neither team has scored over 2 goals in any of those last 5 games. And Millville also has 2 shutouts as well. So Matthew Suey, the big-time goaltender for Millville, is going to try and make that a 3rd shutout against Vineland this season. He does have 2 shutouts on the season. Both of them came against Atlantic Tech. So he'll try to add another one on the year. Kevin Dick's going to be a name you're going to hear quite a bit this season as the teams are kind of getting the sportsmanship talk as we get ready here. But Kevin Dick leads this team. in goals. He's got 6 goals on the season, has an assist as well. Had all 3 goals in Millville's most recent victory, 3-0 over Atlantic Tech. Broke a 3-game losing streak for Millville, in which they were outscored 8-0. So they were pretty happy to get back on the win track. Not only that, but get some goals on the board.
Yeah, anytime you suffer 3 straight shutout losses, you want to come out and change the tide a little bit, and they were able to do that against Atlantic Tech. They're looking to do something similar today. But again, that first game, it took overtime for it to be decided. It was a 2-1 victory for the Thunderbolts over the Fighting Clan. And the head coach, Paul Myers for Vineland, has told me before the game, even though they're 2-6, Millville's coming in with a 4-5 record, 2-6, but they've had 3 double overtime losses in which the game-winning goal was scored in the last 40 seconds. So with a couple of interesting bounces the other way, they could be, instead of 2-6, maybe they're 5-3.
And that's a lot of endurance you have to have, especially in terms of the house. But going double overtime in 3 different games, you got to dig deep for that energy in those ones. And yeah, just a couple bounces away from going the other way. So we know it's the Vineland team as we get ready for the anthem.
All right, both teams have their team captains out in midfield.
And spectators, the official time will be kept on the field.
Okay, so we don't have a clock that we could go by.
Thank you and enjoy the game.
Soccer does keep the clock on the field for just about every game that I've seen. So the scoreboard clock here at the field is not operating other than giving us the score. Of course, it's 0-0 as we start out. The two teams now positioning for which way they're going to go at the first half. Looks like Millville's going to go from our left to right and Vineland right to left. So it's west to east, I believe, in this location. Millville will be going west to east and Vineland the opposite, east to west. They are your team captains. Again, for Millville, number 22, that would be Spencer Hickman Hakola, and number 10, Gavin Miller. Didn't catch the numbers for Vineland. And Matsui, of course, the goaltender for the Thunderbolts. The goaltender for Vineland today will be Dawson Carter. He is Vineland's had, I guess I call it a goaltender by committee type of arrangement, but Dawson Carter has emerged as the main goalkeeper for the Fighting Clan, so we'll see how he fares against the Thunderbolts today.
And he's played, as you mentioned, kind of goaltender by committee for this team. Carter has appeared in 3 games. Does have a shutout on the season against Atlantic Tech, where he only had to make 2 saves in this one, but I have a feeling he's going to have to make quite a bit more saves against this Millville team.
Well, we'll see how many shots we get both ways. In soccer, of course, they say you can only count shots on goal that actually might score if you did. But a lot of times, if you just miss the post, sometimes I'll go ahead and consider that a shot. It is a shot attempt, if nothing else. So both teams have their starting 11 on the field. The Fighting Clan right there. Just to give you the starters for the Millville squad, number 1, Drew Finch. Number 5, Jackson Gamber. We mentioned Kevin Dick's name. He's number 6. J.D. Abdil, number 9. Gavin Miller, number 10. Brian Morita, number 13. Josiah Cruz, number 14. Thomas Greco, number 16. Devon Smith, number 17. Spencer Hickman Hakola, number 22. And the goaltenders we mentioned, Matt Suey. For Vineland, they'll line up with their freshman player, number 0, Ernie Bernhardt. Number 2 is Lucas Cruz. Donato Diaz, number 6. Jonathan Vergara, number 7. Number 9 is Luke Baruffi. Number 10, Alfred Costantino. The big goal scorer for Vineland, number 11, Joshua Majak Domi. He'll be a key offensive thrust for the Fighting Clan. Nicholas Santandrea is number 13. Number 15, Noah Sarnoff. Austin Donato, a key player for them assist-wise. As many goals as Majak Domi has. He has six assists for Austin Donato. So he is a big part of the 1-2 punch for the Fighting Clan. And we are underway here at Gatone Stadium. As again, they're going to try to figure out where the open spots are. That's what soccer is, just a game of field position as it's moved up by Bernhardt. Pass to number 10, that is Alfred Constantino. Now into the middle of the field. Crossing over to the right side.
And a lot of what you kind of see in soccer, and you kind of already see it early on, is a lot of time you go backwards to go forward as you try and open up the space. That's a little bit of what Vine looks like they're trying to do right now.
Not really able to get much past the 50-yard line yet. Again, good block in there, and now Millville has possession. It's just taken away by Josiah Cruz. Coming up the right side, has it blocked. It's kicked out of bounds, so Millville will have a throw-in.
And this will be Millville's first opportunity to get up the field. As you mentioned, Vineland having a really hard time getting past midfield there as the Millville midfield kind of kept them locked in.
That throw-in is knocked out of bounds by Vineland, so we'll do it again. Ball is thrown deep. It's going to be covered there by number 2, Lucas Cruz. And he'll just give it to he goes beyond the goal line, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Fighting Clan. Lucas Cruz will handle that. Perfect night for soccer. Of course, Vineland taking perhaps the strategic field side because they're facing the sun now. They'll have no sun to look into in the second half. Good head ball up the middle, but it's covered by Cruz. Sends it all the way through. Millville should get to this, however, and they'll use their goaltender. Suey will just kick it back into action. Will it stay in is the question. It's going to go out of bounds. So Vineland will get a throw in.
And you also kind of see strategies like that quite a bit is when the defense doesn't necessarily have their own play moving forward. They do tend to use the goalkeepers. Obviously, he can't use his hands in that instance when it's kicked by his own team. But they'll use the goaltender to kind of launch it down the field, as you saw with Suey right there.
So Millville methodically moving up the left side right now. Ball is thrown into Smith. A high floater. The high bounce going in. Getting a head ball. It's just wide of the net. It'll go off the goaltender, so it'll be a corner kick.
And there's one of those bounces we were talking about as Millville had to be careful to make sure it was going to bounce before they went behind the Vineland defense to make sure they were going to stay onside. Ends up working out in their favor as they'll get a corner kick here.
First corner kick of the game. Be handled by Jackson Gamber. Launches it into the box. Head ball is off to the left. And it's going to head. Not kept in. Good try to keep it in, but it does not quite work out. And it'll be a goal kick for the Fighting Clan.
Yeah, that was Gavin Miller who just was unable to keep it in past that line there. Kind of our first bit of dangerous situation there goes to Millville, but Vineland comes out unscathed.
Passes all across to Bernhardt. Again, just trying to turn and get it upfield. Constantino now tries that. They get it to midfield, working that left side, trying to speed by. Good protection of the ball by the key goal scorer, Majek Domi.
Yeah, but again, Vineland still unable to get up the field. They're going to try and cross the field this time, see if that side works.
Knocked down by the header, and Millville trying to send it forward. It's going to be covered there by Cruz.
And he's just... he looked like he was just pretty much going to send it out just to kind of reset things, but I like the effort over there to try and keep it in. That was Bernhardt who tried to get a foot on it before it hit out of bounds.
So Millville has a throw-in. It'll be handled by Thomas Greco. Right along that right side, tight to the line, and it goes across the goal line. So we'll get a goal kick here. Early stages of the first half, the time being kept on the field. So we won't be able to tell you how much time is left or anything like that. Kick is away, just over the head of number 5, Gamber, but it goes out of bounds off of Vineland. Throw in for the Thunderbolts. Oh, good head ball. Tried to direct it towards the right wing corner. Didn't quite work out that way, but I like the headiness of the play. I'm sorry. Bad joke, I know. Vineland cuts it off as Cruz again anchoring that defensive effort for the Fighting Clan, but again, Vineland kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit, especially in their own defensive end, where Vineland's creating the turnovers, but then just giving it right back to Millville. As Carter decides he wants to smooth things over.
You like the fact that a goaltender can read the play and just kind of ease up the situation on your defense by coming out and playing the ball like that. So Vineland in control. Bernhardt looks to turn it. Drops it back to Cruz.
Almost took too much time there as he had a Millville player coming in on him.
Donato Diaz now with some control. Ball is chipped backwards.
Tried to spring Donato there, but again, the Millville defense standing tall.
Ball is knocked down, and it's played by Gamber. Oh, good deflection for Millville's sake as they almost got a nice opportunity up the middle, but Vineland does a good job of cutting that off. Anthony Sanchez plays it, but Millville again taking control as Gamber steps up. Oh, good stop there. And we get a bit of a... They call that a penalty? What is it called when they trip somebody? That's not really...
You get a free kick.
Free kick, okay.
Yeah. So the free kick, Drew Finch was the one who drew the contact as he was trying to play the ball.
So a free kick for the Thunderbolts.
It looks like it's Hickman Picola who's taking it for Millville.
He waits for everybody downfield to set it up. Long kick, but he puts it where no Millville player is.
Actually almost puts it out of the stadium.
So Vineland will get another goal kick, and it's been Lucas Cruz that has been handling that.
I think I was more impressed, though, that he kicked it about 50 yards down the field.
Scoreless here in the first half. Vineland, Millville. First game of a doubleheader here on Quinn Broadcasting. The girls will follow this game approximately 7 o'clock. Millville's had a lot of throwing opportunities here, trying to generate a little attack. They put it towards the right side. It's knocked down by Majek Domi. Set back to the defense, and now Vineland tries to make a surge. Again, Millville cuts it off.
If we've seen the Millville, I guess everyone, not just the midfield and defense, has been stepping up and cutting off Vineland. You got to be careful in those situations. Like the goaltenders, you have to be able to read potentially where the ball could go, and so far it's working out for Millville as they have the attack.
Nice play there into the middle of the field. Get a shot. It's going to go wide. The shot taken by number 6, that's Kevin Dick. We mentioned him as one of the key scorers for Millville this season. That hat trick that led to a 3-0 victory over Atlantic ACIT, the technical school there from Atlantic City. The throw in is knocked down and just kept in. Vineland has to go all the way back to the back line to play it.
Carter went for that, but I don't know if there was some miscommunication.
Smart play here to break something loose momentarily. That play had some potential. I think it's going to be a direct kick now for Vineland.
Yeah, they're going to give, sometimes in certain situations, they won't blow the whistle because they'll just give advantage to the attacking team, but that was...
They almost sent away Luke Baruffi on that, number 9.
We'll see what they do here. It's number 17.
Donato.
That's Donato. He's going to take the free kick. We'll see what he's thinking here. If he's just going to try and send it in on Suey. As you see the Millville wall in front of him.
Line drive is blocked right back.
Came almost
Denied, I believe is the word there. And the ball kicked back into the other side by Gavin Miller for Millville. Vineland retrieves and now starts to rush up the right wing side.
Yeah, just towing that line as well.
Crossing pass. It goes by everyone and it's going to head out of bounds.
Yeah, Magic Domi was in the area, but he just wasn't able to get up high enough to get ahead on that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to indicate it should be Vineland ball, but Vineland kicked it out, so I don't know why he's saying that.
And we get a little bit of too much contact. Look like that's going against number 29, Sanchez. He had a little bit too much contact on Constantino.
Long kick. Denied by Vineland's defense. Now, again, Gamber trying to put it in the middle of the field. Left wing side, getting some space. He's going to be able to keep it in, but Vineland is there to protect very nicely as Nicholas Sanandrea got it done, and back to the goalie it goes.
And you can really see that this Millville offense kind of runs through Gamber and Dick as well. As Gamber seems to be doing some of the playmaking. I mean, he leads the team in assists, so it's not exactly a surprise that the playmaking runs through him as Master Domi's down the left side of the field here.
Speaking of playmakers, nicely cut off. That's some good defense, but again, Vineland still has control. Crossing pass. Suey tips it away. Beautiful defensive play by Suey. He had a man there that Vineland could have had a shot on goal, but Suey read that well. Matt Suey makes a nice play.
And that's really good anticipation from Suey. Wasn't able to control it on the first save, just managed to knock it away to an opportunity where he could control it.
So Vineland now has their defense with the ball. Feel free to make comments, by the way, whether it's on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. We'll try to make mentions of those who are here with us. DJ Webby is with us, saying hello to us. We're doing fine, and yes, he played soccer in high school as well. He says right here in the late 90s, 96 to 99 to be exact. Glad to have you, Will.
They just tried to send Gamber up the right side of the field, but he just wasn't able to come up with the kick there. Wasn't able to keep it in bounds, so we'll have a Vineland throw in.
Still scoreless here in the first half. I would say about 10 to 12 minutes in, if not more. A whistle, and are we going to get some substitutes? Usually when you, oh no. I don't know what, I guess the whistle was just to go ahead and play. And a trip there. The play was made by Gavin Miller. He got tripped up, so we'll get a kick. And good to see. And Majek Domi just offered the hand to pick him up off the turf. That's sportsmanship. Indirect free kick for Millville. That's Hickman Hakola who's going to put it. Now, you'll want to aim it to the left a little bit because that's where all the white jerseys are. There's 4 white jerseys just to the left of the goal. And that is exactly where it puts it, looking for somebody to play it there. But Vineland does a good job of blocking it up. And that's going to head out of bounds or over the goal.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly where he wanted the pass to go because he kind of saw Gamber put his hand in the air like, a little bit too far for me. I'm fast, but I'm not that fast.
So Vineland should have a goal kick here. Once again, Lucas Cruz is the man to handle it. Cruz puts the foot into it. Oh, nicely put it on the foot of Majek Domi. Trying to rush up that right side. A lot of contact. I don't know who's going to get the advantage there. I guess Vineland will. That could have gone either way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the reason I say Vineland advantage, Majek Domi had the step there on number 16. That was Greco's. We'll take a look here. Yep. You're going to see Majek Domi on the left side here. Oh. Maybe. But Majek Domi did have the advantage, it looked like to me at least, on the left-hand side. He had a little bit of a step there on Greco as he was about to break loose Potentially an on Suey, so.
Well, the free kick is being handled by Austin Donato, who'll just chip it towards the goal, and Suey has an easy catch. It's the idea, but just a little too deep.
Yeah, there was not much Suey even really had to do, as the kick pretty much was right to him.
Vineland comes back the other way. Sanchez sends it back to Ernie Bernhardt in the middle of the field. Looking to turn is Donato Diaz.
Bernhardt going to take his time here to try and switch fields.
Ooh.
A little bit of contact,
Again,
but
contact, but no advantage either way, so they'll let the play go. Ball goes out of bounds, and Millville will get a throw in.
Now, Vineland having the better of the opportunities lately is they found a way to kind of break through that Millville defense just a touch. We'll see if they're able to do it again here.
Yeah, they've got it set up to be attacking, and that's going to be cut off and sent the other way. Head ball backwards. The goalie will probably play this one.
That's it, yeah, and you notice there, and good on Millville for kind of creating some pressure there. He cannot grab it with his hands if it goes off his own player. Even though he's the goaltender, that is considered a handball if it's not kicked off an opponent.
So Millville now with another throw in on the far side of the field. Ball is chipped, goes up in the air, and now it's covered by Vineland. That's Donato Diaz. Gets the ball to Sanchez. Oh, nice takeaway. That takeaway made by number 10, Gavin Miller. But Vineland recovers nicely as well. And these two teams go at it, and you can see it already. Some good play to take away the ball and try to set up something. That ball goes off the leg. Cruz tries to bat it out. Head ball back into the goal area.
Couple of head balls there.
And it's going to go out of bounds. So Millville will have a throw in.
And
Thomas Greco.
Dawson Carter kind of talking to his defense a little bit. Looked like he wasn't necessarily happy with how they were playing that, but he'd keep it out of harm's way.
Oh, nice lead pass to Austin Donato. Oh, contact there, and I think they're going to get a free kick out of that. Drew Finch threw a nice block into that play.
And now, there are opportunities when you obviously can make plays like that, but Finch put a little bit too much shoulder into that one. He tried to stop. I believe that was Donato going down the field.
So a free kick coming up. Lucas Cruz, the man who's been doing the kicking from the defensive side, he'll put the foot into it this time as well. Just waits for the whistle and the indication, and he puts it back in play. Looking for his teammate who's looked to be offside a little bit there. There's a shot. Saved by Suey.
Suey just threw the body out and was able to get a leg on that one. That's probably been the best chance we've seen from both teams so far.
Absolutely. Point blank, and
Suey, yeah.
that's
then we
Suey
do
made
get
the play.
Suey even saw the offsides there. He put his hand in the air.
Well, take a look at it here. I thought he was behind everyone. I didn't catch who it was right there.
It was close for sure, but ends up being no harm, no fouls. You see Suey here, just desperation save. Able to kick the leg out. As the pressure starting to kick up here a little bit.
Yeah, Vineland has turned it up a notch. Here they come again.
They try to send one deep, but
good chip to get it out of trouble momentarily. Goes out of bounds.
Donato tried to catch up with that, and you know how it goes out of bounds? No, it wasn't off of me, it was off of you. As both Millville and Vineland say it's their ball, but ends up being Millville's ball.
Hickman Hakola will throw it in. Oh, good head ball, but it goes out of bounds, so we'll do it again.
Yeah, Constantino able to get the head on that.
Almost impressed at how much power they can get into these head balls. He really connected on that one.
I have a headache just looking at it.
Lucas Cruz turns. He has the ball taken away. Gamber looking to center it. It gets kicked to the side.
Now Millville coming with some of their own pressure now.
And the crowd that's here applauding.
Still deadlocked at 0-0 here. Millville looks to get their own opportunity.
Chip back towards the middle. Good hustle to get to it, but Vineland may wind up controlling it. Well, Millville does get it back. All the way across to the left side.
I'm not sure how that was still in all that time.
Abdul tried to work it out, but it goes off of Vineland, so Millville again.
I think
go to kick.
There was a little bit of contact there, so it does end up being. Well, no, they do say free. Yeah. They do say kick. They thought kick. They said no, just kidding, throw it instead. As then Millville's going to change who throws it in. Then
Brian Marita's going to throw it in, looking to chip it into the middle, but again, good defense by the Fighting Clan.
Some nice footwork there, though, by Josiah
Crossing
Cruz.
pass. Oh, it just missed connecting, and it'll go all the way out. Boy, that developed innocently.
And all the credit to Cruz there for even making that play happen, as he was able to do a couple spin moves that even allowed Millville to maintain possession on that.
Vineland throw in. It gets kicked out of bounds, and
a little bit aggressively goes out of bounds.
We're going to see bodies flying in this game.
Now that was Kevin Dick on the contact there, but it's just going to be a free throw. Actually, yes? No, it's going to be a kick. So they do call the contact on Kevin Dick. There's a little bit of an aggressive shove out of bounds.
Yeah, there's a few lines there. I guess the one that
it's the gray, it's the gray
one
line,
that's behind, right in front of Cruz. That's the out of bounds mark. Nice long feed.
It was off the head of Greco. But the same, almost got to keep that in, or it ends up being a corner kick.
Vineland takes possession. Good step to the left. Donato Diaz. Nice defensive effort, though, by Millville. Gets it cleared. Look at that hustle. Addy gets it deeper.
That's Gavin Miller creating the pressure.
He's battling with number 15, Noah Sarnoff.
And
Sarnoff will win or will he? He did win it technically.
We do have a substitution waiting, but I believe it because it's a Vineland throw and Millville cannot make the substitution. So he's going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Vineland throw in, taken by Jonathan Vergara.
That's again nice footwork by Josiah Cruz to make something out of nothing for Millville. He's still got possession.
Vineland finally gets a handle of the play, but it's taken away again by Millville. Gavin Miller stepping in. Devon Smith back to his defense. Thomas Greco, and now Vineland has a bit of a break. Up the left side, here comes their big scorer. Mayek Domi moves around. He's got the crowd excited.
And the best part of this is Mayek Domi lost his shin guard on the dive by Millville as another body goes flying. And
he is down. I think he's going to come out for a minute.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling he might have taken some contact to that shin the way he's hopping off. His shin guard's all the way back here at the 45 as he gets a big round of applause as he's going to head off.
Right there, yeah.
He's like, I don't have a shin guard. That really hurt. But some really nice news. I mean, he's not Vineland's leading scorer for nothing. So he made a couple different moves to get down the field. He is getting up on the sideline right now. So
he's hobbling, too. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, well, he's wonder if he's going to take a step out for now. I think he's going to do just that. But yeah, he's really favoring. It looks like it's that right leg, which I believe was the one that lost the shin guard. So he's going to take a seat for now. I don't know that I caught who came in. I believe number 30 just checked in for Vineland. Gino Descalzi. Going to take his place. It does end up being Millville ball in the end of that. I know I saw a Vineland body go flying, so I'm a little surprised it's Millville ball, but nonetheless, they'll try to go up as it's Kevin Dick again who tries to keep it in at the side.
Boy, that was slick, though. Kevin Dick headballed it to the corner there and tried to chase it down. Unfortunately, he ran out of field.
And I do believe Millville did get their substitution off as well. Amir Sweezy did check in. I didn't quite see who he came in for.
Finch puts it way back into Vineland territory. However, it's going to bounce out of bounds, so Vineland will get a throw in. Good job of stepping up nicely. Number 17, Austin Donato. Can he keep it in? Boy, that straddles the line, and it does go off Donato out of bounds.
And that was a risky play there by Gamber as well, as he kind of waited on that ball to come by him, which allowed Vineland to get the steal there, but that throw goes way down the line.
Ball is rushed up, covered by Millville. A little bit of a bump there. Kicked out of bounds, so Vineland will get a throw in.
That's Vergara who's going to take it for Vineland. Well,
no, he
or
puts
he's
it
not.
down. Now, this should be a throw in.
Yeah, he just placed the ball down for Donato. He's going to be the one to take the throw.
So Austin Donato will get it back in play. Want to say hello to my good friend, another DJ friend, DJ Smooth, K Smooth, is watching with us. Glad to have you. Ball is kicked around. Millville chips it out. But Vineland's still in nice control of it. And not expecting that quick toss. So it's going to go out of bounds. A quick kick that just couldn't be handled there.
I think Donato, number one, it surprised Donato. I think he also lost his footing as well.
Vineland gets control at the 30-yard line. Dropping it back. Anthony Sanchez gets it across to Donato Diaz. Vineland just trying to work the perimeter and find that opening. Goes out of bounds, so a throw-in coming from Millville. Ball will be controlled by number 10 for Millville. That's Gavin Miller.
And I believe they say it went out of bounds, kind of halfway down the line, as Millville tried to clear it, but didn't stay in. Couple heads go up.
Yep. Ball bouncing in between a few players. Now a great chip out.
That's Josiah Cruz again.
Cruz with a strong kick out.
And Vineland's going to get this back to Carter.
Carter sends it back to midfield.
Didn't really have anybody there.
And out of bounds.
And that was close because that looked like it almost went off of Gamber's hand before he makes the play, but that was Descalzi who checked in for Majek Domi.
Drew Finch with the throw-in.
Taking a look on the sideline at Majek Domi, he doesn't have that limp anymore, as he's going to get ready to check back in, so that's obviously a good sign for the Fighting Clan.
Stepping in and making the play, Donato Diaz. Defensively, Millville takes it back. But the Vineland defense with the answer there. Trying to chip it forward. That was number 30. Descalzi again. Millville now sets it down and takes control. Sends it up the left side. Probably a little too far.
Jenkins did his best to catch up to that.
No, that's okay because Vineland kicked it out, so Millville will have a throw-in.
And we will have substitutions as, again, that's Majek Domi checking back in for Vineland. So a good sign to get him back on the field as Descalzi will check off. And that is number 15, Terrence Moore, checking in for Millville as Jackson Gamber will get a bit of a breather.
So Millville with the throw-in. No score yet. Well into this first half. Ball in the middle of the field. Vineland's defense prevents any kind of shot there. That looked dangerous for a moment. Donato Diaz turns. Gets it up the field a little bit. Now Vineland tries to send it the other way. Diaz into the middle. Nice touch pass. Using the geometry of the sport there. Just finding angles to get it to different players. Stepping in.
I thought I heard the whistle.
I thought I did too, but it winds up being a catch of a ball by Suey to stop play.
And Donato towing the line. The only reason I thought I heard a whistle was I thought Donato might have been offsides. So he got in behind the Millville defense, but just ends up with a Suey save and kick down the field. Basically just going to end up back to Carter as it goes off the head of Dick.
So Carter will kick it out the other way. Going to find his player at midfield, but Millville now has a chance to send it back the other way, and doing so is Hickman Hakola. Good step in by Gavin Miller. Ball's out of bounds off of Miller.
And Vineland going with a quick throw to try and catch Millville off guard. But ends up with them knocking it out of bounds, as we'll have another Millville substitution. So I'm trying to see who it was.
Not turning for us to see the number.
It looks like, I can tell you, it looks like Travis Jenkins just left. So on the far side of the field, we'll get the number for you eventually. That looks
12.
like number 12, which would be Riley Andrews, getting his first action tonight.
Vineland getting some speed going up the other way. Good block off. Good job by Hickman Hakola to stop that momentum.
Yeah, Hickman Hakola, we've kind of seen him quite a bit on that back end, knowing when to take those opportunities to step up. Gets a foot on that and stops what could have been a dangerous Vineland opportunity.
Throw in by Hickman Hakola. Headed out by Vineland, so another throw in for the Thunderbolts.
And Kevin Dick will handle it this time. He's got a couple players heading downfield. He's telling him to come back. I don't have anyone to throw to. And then ends up throwing it past him. He was looking for Riley Andrews there. And he saw Kevin Dick go, come here, come closer.
Come closer so
Maybe
I
he
can
was
get it
trying to fake out Vineland. So maybe they thought he was going short, but ends up going a little bit too far past the head of Andrews.
So Dawson Carter will get the goal kick. Still scoreless here at Catone Stadium. Millville versus Vineland. That one hit the back of his own player, but Vineland survives that.
Yeah, they're going to and you see those opportunities again. There was contact by Millville. Ref had the whistle in his mouth if Millville had gotten it, but they give advantage to Vineland.
Vineland now getting it back on defense.
Nice move to get that away.
Good sidestep to the left, yes indeed. Blocked off, Millville trying to control it, but Vineland persistent in its attack of the ball. Millville again trying it.
Again, I really like the footwork we've seen from Josiah Cruz.
In the middle of the field, that's going to be covered by Millville's defense. Is that Drew Finch, number 1? Gave it away momentarily to Donato, but nothing happens after that. That looked a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, Donato wasn't able to stay on his feet there as the ball went off him, but there's Majek Domi again, not looking any worse for wear.
No, he's recovered well. Joshua Majek Domi, leading goal scorer for Vineland this year with 6. The Fighting Clan at midfield. That's going to go out of bounds, so Millville will get a throw in.
And that was Descalzi, who I thought actually had left when Majek Domi came back in, but looks like he took someone else's spot, just wasn't able to catch up to that one. As I believe we've got a couple of... No, they're just getting some water. Thought we were going to have a couple of violent substitutions, but they just took that moment to have a water break. Or no, they did. I don't know. They did check in.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a weird situation.
Looked like both teams had other players checking in.
Yeah, Kevin Dick did come off. I do see him on the sideline.
Good head ball. Puts Vineland in a momentary attack.
Yeah, that was Moses Arku who just checked in as well for Vineland, had an opportunity.
Devon Smith trying to set it up the other way. Good lead pass, but it's too far. Good idea, but he could not get caught by Riley Andrews. So Vineland will get a throw in.
And we're just going to trade throw-ins here as that one goes out. Millville will take it this time.
Right there at the 45-yard line. Man, we've called quite a bit. Donato Diaz playing it momentarily. Millville blocks it off and now tries to set up a play for themselves. Smith. Vineland knocks it down.
Very nonchalant.
Very
as well.
nonchalant, yes. Controlled by Moses Arku.
He's got to be careful there, but he manages to stay behind, I guess, in this
Oh,
instance.
nice chip. That looked like a good setup for a shot, but A nice play by Devon Smith. Stemmed that momentum move to the goal.
Gavin Miller, another name we've said quite a bit, gets that out of harm's way.
Chipping it forward is Elijah Jimenez. Don't want to say the English pronunciation. It's Jimenez.
Yeah, Gavin Miller with some contact there. They say play on.
Yeah, that was...
both look like they just got their feet tangled. You see Noah Sarnoff helping Miller up.
Okay, here comes the key man, Joshua Majak-Domi.
Look at the footwork on Majak-Domi.
He's tremendous. Donato Diaz. We have a play along the sideline.
Yeah, that was Donato Diaz who got taken down. But you can tell this Vineland fan base knows when Majak-Domi has the ball, as you can hear the crowd kind of get excited. We will see the play here, as that was a mere squeeze. It looks like he just got the foot in too tight there on Donato Diaz.
So Anthony Sanchez will kick it in. Now you'll probably see Millville Vineland players moving towards the goal as soon as he approaches the kick. There it is. High, and over the net.
Yeah, you just see Suey backing up. He knew that was going to go over, so.
That was a good job of tracking the ball.
Well, Millville's got 4 substitutions. It looks like it was just some water breaks, because I see Kevin Dick coming back on the field. I believe I see Gamber coming back on the field. It was just a moment to catch their breath. We have a couple other substitutions for Millville. Look like Gavin Miller stepping off.
Travis Jenkins, number 8, now back in the game. Head ball high. Good job of trying to get that through, but Vineland again blocks it off. Tries to set up something, goes back to Ernie Bernhardt. Blocked off by Drew Finch. Jenkins puts it into the middle. Some pushing going on, but getting through is Josiah Cruz. Meanwhile, Nicholas San Andrea cuts it off.
And stepping up there, that was Marida. So he tried to make something happen for Millville, but Vineland clears this one away.
Headballing it is Hickman Hakola. Got some room now. Donato Diaz sends it down the right side. Racing after it is Marida.
And you saw Marida there. He just shielded Discalzi away from the ball just to let it go out of bounds. He knew it had gone off of Vineland last.
Yep. So Suey will put the ball down for Hickman Hakola to kick it out.
Nice. We have a Vineland substitution. Didn't quite catch. I believe that's number 9 who just came on the field. I couldn't tell if Barufi was off the field or on the field, but a Vineland substitution nonetheless.
Vineland does a good job of stopping that ball. Number 15 knocking it down, Noah Sarnoff. Millville, though, chips it back towards the goal. Playing it out of bounds, so Millville will have a throw-in. Nothing score here at Catone Stadium.
It looks like that is Gavin Miller checking back in for Millville. Terrence Moore will take a seat.
Throw in is going to go out of bounds, actually over the goal line, so we'll get a goal kick for the Fighting Clan. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez and our fine staff and crew here at Catone Stadium. Glad to have you with us on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. Ball is played by Devon Smith, but Vineland now takes it over. Smith steps in and gets it right back. That is determination right there, and he plays it back to his defense.
It's Hickman Hakola trying to fight for it. Vineland manages to take it away.
Moses Arku keeps it alive for the Fighting Clan. Now they come up looking for the key man.
Magic
Shot
Domi
is taken, and Suey with the catch.
Yeah, Magic Domi had his hand in the air, said, I want the ball. But a good step up by Millville to take that chance away. It just ends up being a save for Suey.
Matt Suey getting ready to kick back into play. Bouncing, and now it's headballed around. The last headball taken by Josiah Cruz. Cruz trying to cut in. Oh, but a good
Almost
defensive.
had it.
Lucas Cruz, had he not made that play, the other Cruz, Josiah Cruz, would have been free. As it is, Millville will wind up with a throw in here. Trying to head it back into the middle, and it's going to go off of Millville last.
So you take a look at that opportunity here. Wasn't able to get to Maychek Domi. Vineland still ends up with a good shot on Suey. So he had to use all the extension there to make the save.
Trying to go to space, but it's going to be cut off. Good continuation of the play by Gamber. Meanwhile, defensively, Noah Sarnoff making some good moves as well.
Sarnoff couldn't keep it in, though. Millville quickly gets it back into play.
Kevin Dick sends it back to Devon Smith. Vineland steals it, though.
Yeah, a bit of a lazy pass there by Devon Smith.
Hickman Hakola might have gotten away with a little push in the back there. Cruz trying to get it back the other way.
Gamber might have as
Yes,
well. As he
exactly.
tried to get the ball.
As you said, there is some physical nature to this game. Ball is loose and kicked back to the defense.
And you'll see that as this game gets tighter, as we
And I
are at
think
the
we've
end of
come-
the first half. It felt like we were getting close to the end of that first half, but
Well, it took Vineland a little while to get things going, but they did, and they probably had the better shot opportunities. Matsui having to make 2 or 3 big saves to keep this game scoreless, especially the one that was right off his foot, his leg. He just kicked it out perfectly and kept it from going into the goal. So at the halftime break, the rivalry is scoreless. Millville and Vineland here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We'll take a timeout here and be back with more in just a moment.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value?
Full of life and purpose? Part of a family that cares?
Complete Care has some big news to share with you.
We're here opening more locations and offering more services every day,
including our newest locations on Pearl Street in Bridgeton and High Street in Millville.
We're here with convenient, high-quality, and accessible healthcare services all under one roof.
We're here just a call or email away.
We're here to provide compassionate care for you and your family.
We're here and we're ready when you are.
Complete Care Health Network, ready when you are.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value?
Full of life and purpose? Part of a family that cares?
Complete Care has some big news to share with you.
We're here opening more locations and offering more services every day,
including our newest locations on Pearl Street in Bridgeton and High Street in Millville.
We're here with convenient, high-quality, and accessible healthcare services all under one roof.
We're here just a call or email away.
We're here to provide compassionate care for you and your family.
We're here and we're ready when you are.
Complete Care Health Network, ready when you are.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value.
Full of life and purpose. Part of a family that cares?
Complete Care has some big news to share with you.
We're here opening more locations and offering more services every day,
including our newest locations on Pearl Street in Bridgeton and High Street in Millville.
We're here with convenient, high quality, and accessible healthcare services all under one roof.
We're here just a call or email away.
We're here to provide compassionate care for you and your family.
We're here and we're ready when you are.
Complete Care Health Network, ready when you are.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value.
Full of life and purpose. Part of a family that cares?
Complete Care has some big news to share with you.
We're here opening more locations and offering more services every day,
including our newest locations on Pearl Street in Bridgeton and High Street in Millville.
We're here with convenient, high quality, and accessible healthcare services all under one roof.
We're here just a call or email away.
We're here to provide compassionate care for you and your family.
We're here and we're ready when you are.
Complete Care Health Network, ready when you are.
Millville Soccer, brought to you by Quinn Broadcasting.
We are back live at Gatone Stadium. Our producer is singing a little bit of a soliloquy over here. We had Bruno Mars a little bit there, 24 karat. Of course, when you play Millville Vineland against each other, 24 karat gold is what they have. They go after it every play. And even though the score is 0-0, both teams are really going at it pretty hard. You see all the hustle after the loose balls and the head balls and everything. It's an active soccer game, to say the least.
And it took a while for Vineland to really get going, as the Millville defense had really not allowed them to get past midfield for kind of the beginning of that half there. But Vineland really had, I think, most of the opportunities in this one, as Matsui was tested a couple times in net down there. We saw a couple of good opportunities. I think the best obviously was, I want to say it came off a free kick. Although when there's a little bit of chaos in front, Sui was able to kick the leg out. And on the other side, Dawson Carter really doesn't have to make any saves, at least that I know. He might have given himself one when he dove out kind of for a ball. But Millville, while they've been able to get down the field, haven't been able to create any dangerous opportunities.
Yeah, the shots that they have taken have been wide of the net. Carter, of course, having to touch the ball a couple times, but nothing really dangerous. The best save of the game definitely was Matsui's save on a point-blank shot, where he got his leg out just in time to keep it out of the net. Of course, the two teams will switch sides, and I was saying how the sun might be a factor, but the sun's now over the western horizon out of the way. So neither team really has a sun advantage now.
Yeah, so Millville won't have to deal with it. So Vineland is, I'm not sure how it works in soccer in terms of which, like the coin toss, I guess, or who gets to pick what side. But Vineland, maybe that's why they decided, because well, we won't have to deal with the sun in the second half. Well, it maybe backfired on them because now no one has to deal with it. But of course, we don't know if maybe Millville won and they decided to go against the sun. But regardless, we are back for the second half as Millville is going to start with the ball. That is J.D. Abdil, who will end up kicking it for Millville as we get our final preparations as the referee. Again, time kept on the field. We don't have an exact time of how this one will go, but we do know we started the second half.
Yeah. Maybe we can keep a timer ourselves here and just be approximate. Because the clock, I don't think, ever stops in soccer, if I'm not mistaken.
No, there's stoppage time is what they call it. Mm-hmm. In soccer, you never stop the clock. And then they determine injuries, how many times we have to stop for a free kick, kind of. And that, I don't know how they come up with the number, but it's how they do it in soccer. We'll get one of those free kick opportunities here for Vineland.
Yeah, there's what's the phrase for that extra? Is it extra time? Is that
extra
what they call
time?
It?
Yes.
Yeah.
So who knows if it didn't seem like we really had much in the first half, as we didn't get started. We got started a little after 7 o'clock, and we're kind of done
after
that first half or 5 o'clock. Thinking of the second game already.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens in this second half. Again, we'll try our best to kind of keep an eye on what we think the approximate time is. Millville will have a throw-in.
Again, Vineland did turn it up a little bit during that latter stages of the first half, and I would think they had the better of the chances.
And Gavin Miller wasn't happy with the contact there, but the official ruled advantage to Vineland, and Miller, just his hands in the air, gets picked up by his own teammate to play on.
There's a shot that's going to go wide.
Yeah, Sui dove out for that one. Doesn't end up getting a hand on it, though. So it is going to be Millville ball on the goal kick.
And that's very intelligent play, because if you can tell it's going to go wide of the post, you don't have to play it.
I'm not sure Sui did know, because he actually, I think, just barely missed it. But it ends up working out in his favor, as that's Hickman Hakola, who will take the kick for Millville.
Gets it close to the 45. Head ball to head, but Vineland in control. Good block. Will it stay in bounds? Yes, it will.
It's Gavin
Crossing
Miller.
pass. Actually, he took a shot towards the net, but it's behind the net. So Gavin Miller doing a good job of generating a little bit of an attack there. Vineland will get the goal kick out of the play, though.
Yeah, we'll see. You kind of wonder what was said at the halftime break, what Coach Varga was telling his team, because as we said, Millville didn't have a lot of dangerous opportunities at all, really, in that first half, and they get one in about maybe a little over 2 minutes. And so you have to think that was probably the focus of their talk during halftime.
Goal kick to the 45-yard line, knocked down there by Devon Smith. Millville has possession at the moment, chipping it into a nice open area for Gavin Miller. Miller turns, some fancy footwork, somehow manages to weave by 2 men, but not the third one.
And the impressive thing there for Miller was that pass actually ended up behind him in the.
Good sidestep by the referee not to play the ball. Millville gets it out. We do have fun here at QBC, that's for sure. And we are hoping that you are enjoying the game as well. We have another one coming up after this. It'll be the girls' version of Millville Vineland Soccer coming up around 7 o'clock. Following this game, it looks like the Millville girls are appearing on the scene now. Early stages of the second half here in the boys' game from Gatone Stadium here in Vineland. Millville will have a free kick here.
And again, Hickman Hakola, the one to boot it down the field.
Looking to get it through. Vineland will have possession. Good move there. Some open spaces. Ball is chipped through. Now it's blocked off by the Millville defense. Nice. Getting it is Donato Diaz.
Yeah, nice keeping by Diaz on the sideline.
Luke Baruffi with the ball. He'll get a throw in.
And Vineland threatening here.
They're establishing territorial advantage. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Millville does get an opportunity to kick it out, but Vineland momentarily stunts the play. Unfortunately for the Fighting Clan, it goes out of bounds and it'll be thrown in by Kevin Dick.
Yeah, Kevin Dick tried to find Miller along the far sideline. He'll get another opportunity to do that here as he quickly fires it off. Again, past Miller's. Did that go off of Miller on the way out?
I don't think
They
so.
say it didn't.
No.
As this time.
Yeah, Noah Sarnoff kicked it high, and I don't see how it could have touched it.
Boy, Gavin Miller did a good job of getting away from it. So this time Kevin Dick goes with the softer throw-in as he tries to curve it in, but that's quite a bit too far for any of his offense.
That's one whale of a kick. It's not effective, but boy, did he get distance on it.
And he was trying to find a teammate on the far side there, but just put a bit too much power on it. Is this be an easy goal kick here for Dawson Carter?
Scoreless here early on in the second half. Nice soft toss over to Nicholas San Andrea. Like to welcome everybody watching on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. We say hello to Tommy Shivo. Michelle Pitts is watching. Thank you for being with us today. Michelle Ann also with us. Robert Smith. Margaret Corson. Brizwan Goria. And we say hello to Lynn Clayton Jessic as well. Always glad to have everybody with us here on Quinn Broadcasting for whatever sport we're broadcasting. You can feel free to watch it on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live and YouTube Live, just as Marvin Sanchez and Christine Verganoff are doing. Glad to have everybody with us. I always tell people, make sure you have your snacks handy, your drinks and snacks, and enjoy the action, especially when it's Millville Vineland. Now, gingerly walking off the field is number 17. That's Austin Donato.
And you could hear the applause from the crowd as he makes his way off. We'll keep an eye on Donato as yet another key player. He's going to just try and run it off on the sideline is what it looks like.
No, shut up. Ryan, I just need you to say yes.
As we'll get back underway as Carter will handle it.
Scoreless game here. Well, we mentioned Facebook and YouTube. We also have an Instagram page that you can subscribe to and keep abreast of all the activities that are going on Quinn Broadcasting. So check us out on Instagram as well. Millville trying to get some possession at the midfield stripe, and they send it back to their defense. Trying to generate the offense from the backside. And Vineland will go ahead and put it back to their goalie. And that one's coming back on a head ball.
Hickman Acola wasn't afraid to put his power back on that, but ball ends up going too far past any of the Millville offense. Another easy play for Carter to scoop up.
He hasn't seen too many of the white jerseys today. Sends that one out of bounds. So Millville will have a throw-in.
It goes over to the girls' team that's sitting on the bleachers.
Throw in is past the intended person to receive the pass, but Vinyl will kick it out again. So we move up the field a little bit and get another throw in.
Now, Millville's had kind of these opportunities with their throw-ins where Vineland immediately knocks it out like they did just there. That allows Millville to kind of keep walking down the field, but have to be able to do something with it after.
Smith puts it in the middle of the field, but there is not a white jersey to be seen there. Marida gets it back to Hakola. Hickman Hakola, we should say. He wants the ball back.
He wanted to keep going.
Trying to chip it through. Shot is... Score! No, did it go in or no? No, he just missed the side. That was an innocent play for a moment, but I'll tell you what, the whole play was made by Hickman Hakola. Watch him call for the ball here, and he got it to Kevin Dick, rather. Dick sends it across, and who is that there? I can't see the number.
That was Gamber.
Wow, he almost got himself a goal by rushing it in.
Yeah, you like that aggressiveness from Hickman Hakola coming all the way from the back line. And he wanted to keep that play going and almost helped Millville get the first goal of this game.
There's the spirit that we're talking about. You never know what's coming. Millville's best opportunity for sure. Meanwhile, at midfield, Devon Smith.
Really nice spin move by Smith.
He still has it. Now he's taken away by Donato Diaz, who gets it across to Alfred Costantino. Vineland throw in from the far side. Hickman Hakola again getting all of that one. But he outkicks his teammates, so an easy play for the goalie to pick it up, Dawson Carter.
And that's what we've seen, I think, a lot from Millville is they're getting the ball down the field, but quite a bit past their offense.
That ball is off of Millville, so throw in for Vineland. Santandrea with the throw in. Millville takes over possession. Gavin Miller back to his goalie. Suey sends it up, and a good read of the play there. Nice play by Kevin Dick to read that. Was trying to cross it. A head ball that's going to stay in. Good defense by number 15. That's Noah Sarnoff. Put the head ball on it, but kept it in play so Vineland can take it up the field.
We're seeing Millville starting to get those deeper opportunities. Kevin Dick again almost had a chance to center it.
Play is stolen by Joshua Mayek-Domi momentarily. But Suey with the possession now, and he'll kick it out.
It had been a little bit since Suey had seen the ball kind of a bit opposite of the first half, so he's going to take his opportunity to launch this one. And I mean launch this one.
Yeah, he got it to the 40-yard line on the other side of the field. But Vineland winds up with possession as Donato Diaz tries to send it up. Suey, again, smartly coming out and playing it.
Yeah, that was Vergara coming in on Suey.
Oh, that's probably going to be against Millville.
And we had a bit of arm. Looked like the arm's kind of locked there. The Vineland player's slow to get up. We'll see. That looks like Jonathan Vergara. So he's feeling the impact just a little bit, but.
Yeah, I guess Millville's going to wind up with the kick. A little surprising, but.
I guess they say Vergara maybe initiated the contact.
A great long kick, but again, nobody there from Millville to really do anything with it, as coming out of the goal is Dawson Carter to play it.
That was Drew Finch, who had plenty of power on that, but again, they're just placing it too far ahead of their offense.
All right, Millville looking to set it up once again.
A nice off the head of Kevin Dick.
That ball is very high. It's going to stay in play. Controlled by Donato Diaz. Coming back towards the middle. Feeds his man, number 29. That's Anthony Sanchez. Millville takes it away momentarily, but Vineland clears it up. Back and forth we go with possession. Hickman Hakola does a nice step move. And he wants some kind of whistle.
He's not happy about the contact, but it really didn't look like there was much there.
So Vineland trying to set it up across the field. Smith will get there. Oh, nice give and go. Smith has it at midfield. Looks for Dick. And it's cleared to the left wing corner, but again, nobody there for Millville.
You know, it's Kevin Dick and Abdul a little bit too close there on that play. We'll have a substitution here. And it's Abdul who is going to come out. That looks like number 8, Travis Jenkins, checking back in for Millville.
All right, so Millville will get a throw in. Travis Jenkins will handle it. Puts it into the middle of the field. Blocked off by the Vineland defense nicely. Constantino trying to clear it out.
And Gavin Miller had put that in a nice spot if Gamber had been able to get the body on it. Millville looks like they're starting to find a way to break through. Just haven't been able to get that one extra touch.
Gets by Smith now. Who's going to wind up with possession? Vineland fighting for it. Too many white jerseys there to help, but they do get a chance here. Looking through it, it's just blocked off, and they almost sent their key man in all by himself. Majek Domi never got the pass sent to him. Good play by Millville's defense because he was building up ahead of speed, as they say.
And that was, again, Hickman Okola, who's been able to find the right opportunities to stick the foot out. Takes away that dangerous chance.
Lucas Cruz will just send it back to his goaltender, and we'll restart here.
And you'll see Kevin Dick kind of create some pressure on Carter, but clears it away. And he's got, there's nothing Millville can do right there because Kevin Dick was still offside, so they couldn't really touch that one. But Gavin Miller takes it away.
Ball is chipped to the right side. Some open space there. Oh, they're going to call him offside. Okay.
Josiah Cruz did the best he could to wait back on that, but I think he was just a touch too eager to try and make something happen because that looked like it could have turned into a good opportunity for Millville.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of knew he was offside because he was not exactly speeding toward the ball.
He tried his best to slow down and kind of almost wait till Vineland was about to have it, but when you're in kind of that good opportunity like that and you think you can make something happen, sometimes you can't step back.
So Vineland will, not Millville will throw it in, I'm sorry.
Trying to find Cruz on that side.
Again, they gained position by having Vineland knock it out of bounds after the throw-in. Throwing it in the middle, looking for Dick. And, I'll tell you what, if he'd been a little quicker, Travis Jenkins would have had an opportunity there. But Vineland clears it out. And here they come on the rush.
Oh, and Millville player slips there. That's Thomas Greco.
Good cover, though, by Drew Finch to knock it out of bounds and stop the momentum.
Millville was in a lot of danger if Finch hadn't been able to cover there, as Greco couldn't quite keep his feet. As that was going to be an opportunity for Vineland, but again, good coverage by Finch to realize the situation. But it does end up with a Vineland throw-in.
So the Fighting Clan puts it back in play. Looking to turn is Donato Diaz. Millville clears it out. Control at the 35-yard line.
And Kevin Dick just kind of tried to launch it up and hope he had a teammate there, but Vineland sends that back, and Hickman Nicola who sends it right back up.
So both teams now playing back and forth here. Finally, it's controlled by Vineland. Looking to turn. He does get around the man. Now that's number 8. Number 8 on our program is scratched off, but if it's the real number 8, that is Luis Shimabuko. That is the number 8 that's on the roster. I hesitated to mention it because the head coach there, Paul Myers, crossed him off, but maybe he showed up a little bit tardy today. Don't know. Vineland throw-in coming.
And you see he's going to try and put some power on as he backs all the way up to the fence for it.
Ball is headed back out. And Smith launches it back to the Vineland side of the field, but Vineland with no white jersey pressure there will just take their time in controlling it.
Noah Sarnoff was the only player in general that was back there, and he just gives it to Carter, and I thought you couldn't pick it up if it was your teammate, but Dawson Carter did pick that one up, so.
That was a nice-looking backward play by Brian Marida. Opportunity up the middle, blocked off by the Millville defense.
Donato just didn't have enough speed to break through. If he had been able to get one more touch of energy there, might have been able to break through on Suey.
Austin Donato leading the team in assists with 6. Vineland will get a throw in. Nicholas Santandrea puts it in play, but it gets past the intended receiver. Doing a good job of retrieving the ball again is our number 8. And he's making some moves. He'll just drop it back to his defender. Looking to get a return feed, but blocked off there. Number 29 for Vineland, Anthony Sanchez. Gets it across to number 3, who is Gabriel Garton. So Vineland putting a few new players in, trying to get something going. Of course, they're not going to take off Joshua Majek Domi.
Oh, and Majek Domi. I don't think there was anything he could have done as Millville tried to clear, and that went right off the forehead of Majek Domi. Trust me, I know what that feels like. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel good. But Majek Domi was kind of wrong place, right time.
San Andrea. Ball is in the middle, and it's going to be controlled by Drew Finch.
And Donato almost with a nice move to keep possession, as Vineland does end up getting possession back.
Joshua Vergara gets it across to Donato Diaz. Diaz making a move. He gets by one man, chips it, but take it away.
Yeah, I don't think he knew that there was a Millville defender right in front of him, as he pretty much just passed it right to him.
Ball is launched, but Vineland's going to cover this one.
Yeah, Jackson Gamber thought about breaking in, but saw how far Carter was out of the net, so just decided to hang back.
Nicholas Santandrea puts the ball in play for Anthony Sanchez. Millville breaks it up. Gavin Miller sends away a player. Trying to play give and go. It's just a little too far ahead. And did that go off Vineland? We're going to get a corner kick, Millville.
That was good pressure by Josiah Cruz, using his speed to force maybe a little bit of indecision on Vineland's part to make this corner kick happen. So we'll see if Millville is able to make anything happen.
Yeah, the corner kick, a very key element of soccer. If you can get it into that goal area, anything's possible. And going out there, I believe, is Jackson Gamber for the kick.
And Josiah Cruz is actually going to check out as Millville makes a couple of substitutions. It also looks like Kevin Dick is coming off the field. Or is that, yeah, it's an 8 actually. That's Jenkins coming off. At least saw number 12, Riley Andrews, check in.
All right, here's the kick. Soft touch into that spot, the sweet spot, but it's headed out by Vineland. Oh, and now we have a very serious collision.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's, well, I'm not going to call it. Sometimes that'll draw a card.
Yeah,
if you
that
know.
was Kevin Dick who put some shoulder into that one to try and get possession, as Vineland player is still down.
Take a look at it. Here's the kick. It's well placed. Let's see who got the head on it.
It was Sarnoff, it looks like.
Yeah,
well, you'll see here, that looks like an elbow to the head.
Yeah, that's...
as the trainers will come out. I don't know that I don't think a card was ever pulled out, but that's good to see number 2, Lucas Cruz, back on his feet. As he's going to just get some water, and I think he's going to stay in this game.
Uppercut.
Took a shoulder to the chest and I believe an elbow to the head.
Well, I mean, the card is drawn on tough plays like that.
And they are talking to Kevin Dick about the play, and the refs just kind of calm down. We don't need that.
That's fine, but I think Kevin Dick ought to be happy that card did not come. It probably was a yellow card worthy.
Yeah, I never saw any card come out, but good to see that Cruz is actually going to be the one to take this kick. So he doesn't appear to be any worse for wear.
Ball is put in play. Trying to rush up the field there. Jonathan Vergara. He does catch up to it, and now he's taken down.
No whistle, though, as they play on, and the crowd wasn't very happy about that one.
Oh, not following that previous play. Well, Vineland will wind up with a throw-in. Austin Donato with the throw-in. Ball is in the middle. It's going to be cleared by Millville.
Yeah, nice send into the kind of the middle area, but no red jerseys available.
Gamber tried to get it going for Mill. Good sliding play. Looks like Thomas Greco with the slide to knock the ball out. So Vineland will get another throw in.
And I didn't see it, but Donato Diaz did check out for a moment as he is on the sideline. I didn't even see any Vineland players come in. But he's going to take a breather.
Kevin Dick at midfield trying to turn. Still has possession. Sends it up the right wing side. Will it stay in is the question. It does.
But they say Smith is offsides.
Okay.
Or no, they say it went out. Or I don't know. No, they say it went out of bounds, it looks like. As Millville is going to maintain possession. Oh,
Not
good.
sure.
Again, good on Smith to not go offsides.
Well, I mean, I'm no expert on soccer rules, but if I'm not mistaken, once the ball is in the air, you can go for it, right? You can.
Ooh, as that one goes through the uprights. Sorry, but field goals don't count in soccer.
That game was kind of wacko. Letting Washington score with, a second left? Okay, we have a kick towards the 45-yard line. Vineland boots it deep into Millville territory, being chased down. Strong run by Donato. Trying to get around Finch. Ball's in the middle of the field. There's a shot. It's going to be high, and that one goes maybe through the uprights. So both teams with a non-counting field goal.
It's good, but it doesn't count.
Still scoreless here as we're well into the second half.
And it looks like Majek Domi is back on the field. So it looks like they're kind of just giving him opportunities. Just get a drink of water, get his breath. So he's kind of re-energized to maybe make something happen for Vineland. We're still scoreless. Approximately 26 to 27 minutes into this half, we think.
Yeah, we're only guessing because the field...
Well, we're trying to keep some semblance of time, so... We're at least halfway through this half. We can go with that.
It's going to be kicked out, so Vineland will get possession. Going over to the sideline, Anthony Sanchez to throw it in, but he gives it to number 17, Austin Donato.
As we start ticking down towards the end of this half, I mean, we've already seen plenty of kind of aggression, but you might see that tick up just a little bit more as both teams still looking for the first goal in this one. And Suey with a nice save.
Don't forget we have the girls game coming up right after this one, so a nice soccer doubleheader. The rivalry, girls and boys. The girls will follow this game. Ball is loose in the middle of the field. Vineland doing a good job of getting it out. Chipping it back in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gavin Miller was trying to find Travis Jenkins. There's a nice move as Vineland.
Oh, nice play by Hakola. Hickman Hakola stopped the play.
Otherwise, Hickman Hakola has been a star on that defense for Millville.
There was a potential break-in right there. I think it was Austin Donato, number 17, who almost got through.
And you see again, Hickman Hakola just finding those moments to step up.
I think the word is tenacious. That's a good word for his play today. He's been a star defensive player. Vineland kicks it off of Millville, so Vineland will get the throw in. Taking their time, trying to get the right setup here as people are slowly moving around. Ball is sent into Majek Domi. Millville clears it.
Jenkins with kind of an over-the-back play as Millville tries to get down the field, but Riley Andrews couldn't come away with the takeaway.
San Andrea Trying to get around number 12 for Millville.
That's Andrews.
Riley Andrews.
Keeps the ball in on the sideline there.
Towards the goal, chip towards the goal, but Suey reads it. Not a real quality shot, but dangerous nonetheless. That had some potential. It ended it not in so much potential.
Whenever you see someone on the other team kind of close to the back goal line, you never know if they're thinking, maybe I can bank it in and catch the goalie off there. But Suey, very alert back there to make the save.
Vineland with possession. Donato Diaz. They get it to the left side. Nice cutoff by number 14, Josiah Cruz for Millville. Ball is deep into that right wing corner, but out racing the Millville player was Lucas Cruz. However, Millville does get possession. Shot is saved. That was saved by Dawson Carter.
Been a while since we've seen Millville with kind of a dangerous chance like that.
Well, they've had two in this half. Almost said quarter. They're not quarters, they're halves.
And Dawson Carter hasn't been terribly busy back there, so.
Now moving forward quickly, Donato Diaz putting the ball through, but reading it perfectly is Drew Finch to cut it off. And do we get a corner kick here? No, we get a goal kick.
Drew Finch says goal kick, so we're going to have a goal kick. As Hickman Acola.
I see 3 Millville players down trying to catch their breath. It was a weird picture.
Well, I see one tying their shoe on the far line, but I'm feeling he's probably doing the same, and that's Jackson Gamber trying to muster up some energy as Andrews checks off.
Yeah, it's not a game for the weak and weary. Constant running, physical play, contact, and all that kind of thing.
The way Gavin Miller just put his foot to stop that one.
Good come in by Smith. He saw a little possibility to move in, and he moved in nicely, but Vineland cuts it off.
And it was Gamber trying to get through the Vineland defense, and a nice play here. Travis Jenkins gets it back to Dick, but good defense there by number 13, that's San Andrea.
Now the ball on the left side. Quick movement by the Fighting Clan up that wing.
As Majek Domi tried to make it happen along the far line, but Millville ends up with possession.
Ball given away to Donato Diaz. Cuts back. Tries to chip it through, but this should be an easy play for Matsui. It just puts his arms around it, gets set to kick it away.
I think Donato Diaz was kind of hoping someone was going to try and break through the defense there, but ends up being pretty easy for Suey.
Vineland chipping it back towards the offensive side of things. Donato Diaz is denied momentarily, but the Fighting Clan cover. Santa Andrea moves it up. Ball is going to come out of bounds. Vineland throw in. Santa Andrea kicks it towards the middle of the field. Finch head balls it away. Hickman Hakola gets it up to Smith. Devon Smith. And basically tripping over the ball right there.
But able to keep it, though, is Gamber.
Yeah, that's persistence there because he stumbled on it, but then came back and momentarily got it back the other way.
And again, Donato Diaz kind of doing the same, and good pressure there from Jenkins to get the ball away, but ends up going out of bounds off of San Andre, so Millville will have possession.
Protect the equipment.
That's Kevin Dick along the far sideline.
He takes the fall. No call, so play resumes. Or should I say continues. Good ball in the middle of the field, but Vineland can't play it. Good step up. Finch gets the ball to Kevin Dick.
And they say Kevin Dick is offside.
No, I don't. No. I'd have to see that again. Looked like he was parallel to the defender.
It looked to me like Kevin Dick did a good job of waiting on that one. Waiting for that to get past Sarnoff. We'll take a look. A good step up here by Finch.
Right there, yep.
He sees Dick at the end. He sees Dick on the end. Well, yeah, he was.
It might have been a yeah.
Yeah, he was off there.
Okay, just barely, but he was. Yeah, we'll retract.
Kevin Dick just a little too excited.
I'm going to leave that right where it went. No.
Millville tries to keep it in on the sideline.
That's one of those things that we have to archive.
By all accounts,
Mr. Narowski, he tries.
By all accounts, we might be in the last 10 minutes of this half, so pressure should start to creep up a bit more as the teams look for the only goal.
Vineland with possession. Back to the man at the 40-yard line, kicking it through.
Good take there from Vergara.
Vergara has it, trying to maneuver. Boy, he is being worked on. Wow. And they're going to get a kick.
Yeah, Vergara, some good. We talk about tenacity as a word, to be able to keep himself under control and not kind of let that contact get to him. So it sets up a good opportunity here.
Travis Jenkins was the defender, and he wasn't too happy with the call. But here we get a free kick.
And that's our number 8.
Putting it into the middle. Oh, the head ball is saved.
And that was Majek Domi on the head ball, but right.
The perfect man, you want to take that shot. And Suey said, not today. That's 2 major stops by Matsui today.
Right into the chest of Matsui as he sends this one down the field. Ends up going to Carter instead. I believe that might have gone off a Millville player on the way. As Carter quickly gets rid of it.
Well, Vineland has had some really quality opportunities, but Matsui has denied them. That last one was very big. And now here we go. Running down the field is Austin Donato. He's the assist man. Sends it across, but no Vineland player there to take it. They'll try to set it up from the 10-yard line. Shot, saved. Almost got through his legs. Looked like
Matsui
that was an optical illusion.
Yeah, Majek Domi right in front of him, but Vineland now starting to kick things up a little bit. Had the last couple chances, but Sui's answered all of them.
Matsui puts it back across the 50-yard line. Good job of just pulling the ball down and sending it back the other way.
Again, Vineland will try to send this one down.
In the middle of the field, but this should be an easy roll to the goalie right there.
It looks like that went off the foot of Finch, which kind of slowed that one down. I think made it a little bit easier for Suey to stop that one. We have a stoppage of some kind. And we do have a couple subs. We have a player down, it looks like. I didn't quite catch him.
He went down after the whistle. But yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to attend to. Oh, he's over on the far side.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, we were looking at the same. We were looking at this
that's who
right
we
here.
were looking at there. The player who's down is on near the right sideline. There he is.
Take a look there. I thought it might have been number 10, but we'll take a look at the opportunity here as that's crossed over.
Perfect.
Donato Diaz, but Suey didn't even have to go anywhere.
I'll tell you what.
He was in perfect position to make that save.
That was a great offensive gesture, a better save.
I'm not sure if that was Alfred Constantino who's down. I thought I might have seen number 10, but he's getting attended to by the trainers right now. He did sit up, so it's always a good sign. But as the trainers attend to him, we'll take a break here. Millville Vineland still tied, 0-0. We head toward the end of the second half.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Millville Soccer, brought to you by Quinn Broadcasting.
Back here at Gatone Stadium, the first half of our Millville Vineland doubleheader. That was actually Jonathan Vergara, who was able to get up under his own power and is walking off the field, not noticeably limping or anything. As we'll resume play here, Millville Vineland tied 0-0. Might be coming up in the last 5 minutes or so, counting extra time. See if this game will need more than that as the girls.
Oh, what a head ball. That was, did you see that head ball? That was excellent.
They do whistle it down. Yeah, they whistle it down for something. I'm not sure what.
See, this is why it's so much fun to cover these kids. That was an excellent head ball. Athletic moves that these athletes make, they dazzle me. I don't know about anybody else, but that's not easy to do. The head ball that goes that.
Glad I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's not an easy thing or painful.
All right, Millville's going to get a kick here, and they're going to try to set up something in the middle of the field.
And unsurprisingly, Hickman Acola is going to take the kick.
Yeah, 5 players in there. Ball is through and knocked back. Shot, no, blocked. Looking to turn for the shot, but Vineland denies, and now they come out.
And
breaking up the right side. Ooh, close to being out of bounds, but they let play go on. Ball is controlled by Sanchez. Number 10 is Constantino. Crossed into the middle, but Hickman Hakola knocks it away, and Millville tries to break the other way.
Josiah Cruz who gets it to Miller.
Good job of getting some free space there. Breaking through. They are gonna give the free kick. Oh, now see, you don't want to do that.
And
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, Jenkins wanted to be able to hurry that up and was trying to get. That was number 29.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
Here's the flag.
We'll see what happens. It happens right here. It's the dive. I mean, the ref tried to put it away. But it looked like that was San Andrea who kind of dove out.
Yeah, he wanted to
but then you see the shove there.
Yeah.
And Jenkins is also lucky they don't call anything there, and it ends up staying Millville ball. Hickman Acola sends it in.
Ball is towards the goal, but it's wide.
It looked like it was off of Drew Finch.
Well, when the chances have come, they've been pretty good. Vineland, I still think he's had the better quality shots.
Yeah, a lot of Millvilles have kind of come on those free kick situations. Of course, it's a lot easier to set something up when you've got no pressure on you, but Millville will try again to send it up, but Sarnoff gets that one away.
Turning nicely at the 30-yard line, putting it into the middle, and they're going to call offside. That wouldn't have counted if it went in. They called offside. The flag went right up at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, again, that's Kevin Dick just unable to, and I believe that takes us to the end of the second half. It looks like we're going to have some overtime.
Yeah, so whatever extra time was already counted, we're going to go to the first overtime session. I believe they play a full 2 overtimes. Is that right? Maybe not.
That's a good
score,
question. No, if you
score, then that's it, right?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think I recall that they keep playing regardless.
Yes, I do believe you play the full overtime in soccer.
Well, we're going to find out. And you know what? Are they 10-minute overtimes?
Again, they're keeping time on the field, so we're just kind of we're trying our best to keep time here.
Set the timer, and we'll take 10 minutes here.
We just
may as well try to be proactive. But both these teams, as we expected, really battling it out. Lots of physical contact, some great plays. Vineland's had some quality chances to score. That head ball by their star player, Joshua Majek Domi, was the latest. That was a perfect kick right to him. And he got the head ball on goal, but Sui answered the call with the save. So both teams will discuss strategy here as we go to the first overtime session.
Yeah, when Suey's had to make saves, he's had some dangerous ones he's kind of had to make, but he's been able to step up to the challenge, as is Dawson Carter, who's faced a little bit less of maybe some of those tougher opportunities, but as it is 2 10-minute periods here in overtime.
Okay,
it's been a while since I played soccer, so...
Yeah, I do think they play the full 10 minutes, though, both of them.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in high school and played, so I couldn't quite remember how they worked, but
I'm reminded what Coach Myers said about his Vineland squad. 3 times they've lost in double overtime, and he said that they lost in the last 40 seconds each time. So that's part of the suspense here for Vineland. Can they break through and end that trend?
And Vineland's thinking, another overtime? Can we just get a goal in regulation, please?
They certainly did their best to get one. But a man named Suey said not today. At least 2, maybe 3 quality saves. The one kick save in that first half, the head ball this half. And something tells me there's at least one more opportunity that he really came up big on.
And you see the Vineland squad getting ready to come back on the field, as does Millville. They'll stay on the same sides of the field as they were. So Vineland will continue to go left to right, Millville right to left. It was going to be easier for me to say that than east-west.
Okay.
I had to go, in my head, how do you...
East, west. The sun
No one can see you pointing, so this doesn't help
over
anyone.
there, so that's west.
No one sees you pointing,
okay.
so that helps no one else. I like left to right,
That's
right to
my
left.
daughter commentary right there.
I like
that's
right to
daughter-dad
left,
commentary.
left to right, so that's what I'm going to go with regardless. Millville looks like they're going to start with the ball. That I know.
Yeah, they're lining up to take the kick to start the first overtime. You see the girls there getting ready to take on the Vineland girls after this one is over.
Yeah, we say estimated time of 7 o'clock. I don't think we're going to hit that in this one because it's already 6:40, and if we've got to play some 10-minute, I guess you call them, would still be 10-minute periods, halves, whatever we're going to go with. We're going to have to let them warm up as well, so we'll see what happens here as Vineland's going to get the first chance down the field.
Vineland's trying to play quick here, and they get it downfield deep. We have a whistle.
They say Majek Domi was off. I believe that is the call.
So we will get a kick from Millville.
You can already see that Vineland wants to get the ball on the feet of Majek Domi. See if he can end their curse of overtime.
Oh, good long kick. Will it be effective? Ball is chopped through, and again, it's a nice long kick, but it doesn't do anything.
It goes off the head of Kevin Dick, but in that instance, he's just trying to maybe create some chaos.
Ball is at midfield, turning nicely.
Domi with a nice move, but goes right to the foot of a Millville defender. As again off the head of Dick, but trying to get there is Jenkins.
Little shove and push.
But ball goes off of Jenkins, and quickly getting it back in is Vineland.
Noah Sarnoff gets the ball upfield. Luke Barufi. Now they go back to the defense once more.
Now they'll try to switch the field.
You're freaking Amanda out. Stop.
Dashing left side.
Majek Domi, I can kind of tell, called for that one. As that goes out. Majek Domi thinks it's Vineland. We should have the ball, but stays on Millville. And
he throws it out of bounds anyway.
they had a Vineland player down, kind of stretching while that throw was going on, but play on.
So Vineland will get the throw in.
They say it was all the way down. I think it was supposed to be Vineland. I think it was supposed to be Vineland's ball because he goes back to the spot that Millville threw from.
Right.
So I think they were like, no, it was Millville, or it was Vineland's ball. It was somebody's ball.
One or the other.
Nonetheless, Vineland's possession.
Both teams kind of vying for possession here. Ball is lifted, and Vineland will send it back to their goaltender.
And Kevin Dick's going to try and create pressure on Carter. Carter didn't even have a chance to pick it up.
Yeah, see that? That was he got knocked down, but that was kind of what they call a fall.
Well, nonetheless, it works out for Vineland.
Yeah, they'll get a kick. I have to turn on the light overhead here as it's getting dark in this booth. Vineland with a free kick. Scoreless game as we're in overtime, about 3 minutes in. That's going to swerve to the left. Vineland looking to control it. Head balled back and cut off by Millville. Let's see who winds up with it at midfield. It's going to be Millville. Jenkins puts it in the middle. Nice through feed. And it's cut off, but illegally apparently, as Millville should get a kick here.
Handball possibly? I didn't see anything else happen.
All right, so the ball will be kicked by Millville towards the goal. Let's see how they handle this. As again, they flood the zone. 6 white jerseys stretched across.
It's going to be, again, unsurprisingly, Hickman Akola, who's shown that he's got some power. See if he can get it onto either the head or foot of one of his teammates here.
Launches it. And head ball is just wide. And he's holding his head, but I think it's more out of the fact that he didn't get the ball to go in, more than any injury type of situation.
Yeah,
Frustration.
That was Kevin Dick, who we've seen involved quite a bit. As expected, he's the leading goal scorer for Millville and had all 3 goals in their last victory, so he wants to add another one.
All right, we're just a little over 4 minutes in. I'm keeping unofficial time here.
So Dawson Carter's going to kick this one off. Right to Kevin Dick.
His head ball is not going to be all that effective. It goes straight out of bounds.
Well, that's one of those defensive ones where you're just trying to get it out of the way.
Oh, nice steal. Shot towards the net, but that's going to be one of those that's going to be a ground ball to third base, if you will.
Yeah, Jenkins was probably just trying to put it on net, hoped maybe it would bounce off the turf or Carter wouldn't play it right, but...
Nice touch head ball. Vineland trying to get going up that left side. Lucas Cruz puts it into the middle. Cut off there, and now Dick has it. He'll just try to create space for himself. Goes wide to the right. Launches it. And it's going to go back, head balling. And they're going to kick it out.
Actually, that's not a good play there from Sarnoff. As either he didn't realize it was, I'm pretty sure it would have gone off of Millville last. So the key opportunity here in overtime for Millville.
Corner kick. Yep.
Halfway through this first overtime.
Here's the corner kick. Launched into the box. It's a little deeper than the box and comes out.
Hickman Hakola got a head on it, but
Finch sends it back. Hickman Hakola turns. And that is also...
might have another corner kick.
Yeah. Hakola made it go off the Vineland player, and then it rolled over the end line, so this will be another corner kick from the other side.
And we've seen Hickman Hakola not afraid to not only, take his spots, but step up on the offense as well to try and make an opportunity happen, as Millville again from the other side of the field this time.
I think that's Jackson Gamber who's going to put it in play.
And we'll see where he sets this one up at.
Head ball is wide. Trying to chase it down all the way on the right side. Spinning.
That's a nice move by Miller.
Shot is blocked. Good block. That had a chance. Dick looking for that quick shot, but it was blocked immediately. And now Vineland has a break up the left side. Their big guy.
That's Majek Domi.
Their big guy with control.
Sends it to the middle, and I don't know if he was expecting to get that pass. Looked like it was Baruffi.
Oh, nice takeaway. Really nice takeaway by the Millville defense. That's offside. That is way offside.
Yeah,
that's not even a question.
Kevin Dick was like, just let me keep going.
Yeah, well.
And he's mad at himself, too. He knew it.
Yeah.
So maybe I can just keep going, and they won't whistle it.
Yeah. He was a good 2-3 yards ahead of the play, yeah. So Vineland will get a direct kick.
That's Lucas Cruz who will take it.
Just over 7 minutes into this first overtime. Line drive kick. Head balled back out. 3 consecutive head balls there.
Somebody tries to settle it. It'll be Vineland.
Trying to rush into the right side. He's got an inside track
Diaz.
into the middle, but good defense there.
That's Finch.
Kick it back out.
That's Finch who took away any opportunity. As Donato Diaz had sent a nice ball into the center.
Yeah, that had potential, but Finch said not this time either. So we have a side throw. Vineland with possession. Looking to turn for a shot. It's kicked back. Tipped over the net.
And Cruz isn't happy as that ends up getting tipped over the net. I'm not sure his shot gets in on Suey anyway. But you saw 2 sets of hands go up to the heads there. As if that one had gone in, I don't think that would have been on purpose. But they go in the net, they all count the same.
The goal kick by Millville. Dick tries to chip it through and tries to outrun his man, but not going to happen. Back to the goaltender. Carter kicks it back out. Vineland will control it down the right side. Long lead. And
so he's going to let this one play and ends up being the right call.
Yeah, it's the right call, but I tell you what, he should have settled and tried to run in. Austin Donato, I think, rushed the play a little bit. There you see it. He had some room to run and try to just get a little closer before he shot it. But, of course, you just react to the play. You don't think ahead.
Yeah, Donato, I'm guessing, is probably just trying to think he doesn't want to allow Suey to get set. And if he had maybe controlled it a little bit more, Suey has a better shot of lining up to the shot.
Yep.
We're at the end of the first 10-minute.
That was only 45 seconds off. I didn't start my clock in the time. I know that.
End of the first 10-minute period. Still nothing. And this one is, I think Vineland maybe controlled that overtime a little bit more than Millville did. But again, Suey standing tall back there.
2 corner kick opportunities for Millville, though. So I think it was pretty even. Second overtime, and we're still scoreless. Who will be the hero, or will there be one? Because if I'm not mistaken, they don't do any free, what do they call it, penalty kicks.
Do we do a penalty kick?
We'll find out. See, we're learning as we go here.
Yeah, but again, this Vineland team cannot shake that double overtime from creeping up on them. As they're going to hope this time, and even if it comes in the final 40 seconds, that it ends with a Vineland goal instead.
Yep.
But Suey's probably going to have something to say about that.
Once again, we're here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, and don't forget our Instagram page, Quinn Broadcasting. You can subscribe to that. Keep track of all the activities that we have going on here at QBC. So plenty of avenues for you to watch. And it is our great pleasure, Fred Melendez, along with Ariel Melendez and our fine staff here, director and camera folks that really do a good job of keeping track of the plays. Our replays are on mark. We enjoy watching those replays so we can see exactly what happened in case we missed it. But yeah, we bring you the best we can, and we hope that you enjoy it. A lot of positive comments, and we appreciate them. Thank you for the compliments as well. So both teams now talking over strategy for the second overtime session. Who will be the hero? Who be the hero? Yeah, nothing like going for a light switch that isn't there. Yeah, we reveal things sometimes.
Yes. Oh, and Vineland come back on the field. Again, switching sides for the second bit of overtime. Vineland will go right to left. Millville, left to right.
That's right. So 10 more
I can
minutes.
see now.
Yes.
Well, I can see it in the booth now.
And we'll try to start the clock again.
Close.
Yeah, it was a few seconds up, but I didn't start it on time, so I knew that was going to be off. Yeah. Okay. So Vineland breaking its huddle, getting ready to go. Dawson Carter heading back to his goal, and everybody else spreading out. Millville started to play in the first overtime, so Vineland will initiate the activities here in the second overtime. Austin Donato will chip it back, and we're underway. Vineland with possession, taken away, but it's going to go out of bounds. Good step up, unfortunately kicked it out of bounds.
That was Cruz who tried to get it up there to Gamber, but Gamber couldn't catch up. But Gamber will try and send Kevin Dick in.
Dick is really hustling after it, but a good angle. A good play. So talking about good efforts today, Noah Sarnoff for Vineland's defense has done the job as well. He had the inside track and made sure that Dick was not going to get to that ball. Ball past midfield. Now the hustle comes into play.
Hickman Okola trying to keep up to get it away from Donato.
Vineland's going to step up and take control of it.
Oh, and that one, a rare time it got past Majek Domi, and he is not happy with himself at all. He had a golden opportunity there on Suey, just heads it.
Yep.
Well,
he tried
very
to make,
wide.
Yeah, he tried to make the quick head ball, and he pushed it wide to the far side, which would be the right side of the goals. We'll watch him come into the picture here, right there, nowhere near the goal.
Yeah, and that was one of those rare opportunities where Hickman Okola stepped up and was unable to make the play. And Suey wants to kick it off, but he's kind of like there's a Vineland player sitting.
Yeah.
He's going to go over to him also.
That's is it number 8?
Wonder if he's stretching out the leg, so you see Suey coming over just to check on him.
That's one of those cramps, or what do they call it?
Yeah, so they're gonna stretch out. I'm gonna say the hamstring.
Hamstring, yeah.
And that's their number 8, who we believe is Louis Shimabuko.
Again, he was one of the cross-offs at the beginning, but number 8 is on the field now.
Yeah, well, he's gingerly walking off with the trainers right now, so maybe a touch more than a cramp.
Yeah.
Or at least they couldn't stretch out the hamstring on the side. So he's going to walk off. I don't know who's going to walk on. Because they may already have. And I just didn't see it.
Yo, who said it?
Okay.
Which one of you said it?
Regardless, Hickman Okola will boot this one up.
Ball's at midfield. Chipped all the way back.
Carter steps up.
Misses it! Tipping it in for the goal! A misplay leads Millville to take the lead.
And is that Hickman Okola? No, that's not.
Well, we're going to find out. He's being mobbed at midfield.
I saw blonde hair, but that might have actually been Gavin Miller.
Agony and ecstasy. While that's happening right there.
Yep, that's Gavin Miller.
Dawson Carter is just beside himself near the Vineland cage. And his teammates doing a great job of going over and say, hey, man, don't worry about it.
Yes, and I think no one other than Suey as well with a big hug to Gavin Miller.
Wow.
And you see Suey and some of the Millville players going over to a couple of Vineland players and consoling them.
So
Suey can't even believe it either. Yeah, he's pumping up the crowd. Gavin Miller gives a little heart to the crowd as well. I think that might have been to the Vineland half of the crowd. But we did hear some Millville chants on this side, though. I kind of heard them throughout the night. And I heard a big "Let's Go Millville" as Millville celebrated. Double overtime strikes again.
Well,
we'll see the play here, and unsurprisingly, it did start with Hickman Okola.
And he put it towards the midfield. There's the head ball.
I believe, Kevin Dick looks like he just got a piece.
And then it was chipped through.
Dawson Carter did the right thing. Just, I don't know if it bounced on him or what. And at that point, he's just praying he gets a hand on that. But Gavin Miller, so you'll see how far he runs before he gets tackled here. Arms in the air in celebration. Still trying to get away.
Let's watch the mound of
he got taken
white
down
jersey
by Kevin
right
Dick
here.
there, and
Everybody pile on. There's a salute.
that was Travis Jenkins giving a little salute to the crowd. Millville, we say walk this one off, is we call it that in soccer too. Whatever it is, it's a double overtime win for Millville. Gavin Miller takes advantage of the misplay by Dawson Carter.
Suey hugging his play right there. So happiness belongs to Millville in the end, and the double overtime loss, the only difference is it didn't happen in the last minute. But the double overtime loss, the fourth one that Vineland has suffered this year, a 1-0 setback on Gavin Miller's goal.
And that is the third shutout on the year for Matthew Suey.
Yeah, don't forget the saves he made throughout the game that kept this game going. So Millville coming away with a huge 1-0 victory. Vineland, you got to hold your head up because Vineland, you guys had lots of opportunities. Unfortunately, Matt Suey decided that none of them were going to go in, but they had quality opportunities throughout the game, including overtime. And basically a break in the flow, and Gavin Miller took full advantage, put it in the net.
And something that I think has been kind of interesting about the boys' season as they move to 5-5 on the year, that kicks Vineland to 2-7. As this is now 8 of 10 games for Millville, whether loss or win, that have ended in a shutout. So Millville's defense has done a pretty good job this season of not allowing much to go back on Suey, but Suey's also handled himself very well back there, and this boys team again 5-5 on the year, but from what we saw tonight, could probably be a lot better.
Well, Gavin Miller's the big hero, but I think we do have to mention the two players from Millville. Of course, the goaltender, Matt Suey, making a lot of key saves for the Thunderbolts, and what a game that Spencer Hickman-Hakola had. He, of course, ignited that whole play from all the way back around Millville's cage. They got the ball up the field, just a launch to the net, and, I don't want to say it was an indecision by the goaltender.
I think it was a bad bounce. I think it's what ends up happening is Carter went to play the ball, and it maybe just bounced on him like he didn't expect it. Or that's those situations, again, as a goaltender. When you commit, you have to commit. There's no indecision there. You can't maybe hesitate because that sets up opportunities like that as well. But regardless of what happened, that was good pressure, too, by Gavin Miller to kind of maybe force Carter to make a play that he didn't want to make and ends up with the winning goal.
So there you have it. The first game going to Millville. They sweep the season series 2-0 with this 1-0 victory. And a 2-1 victory, if I remember correctly, in the first game. Yep, 2-1. That one also in overtime. So no surprise. These two teams went all out for practically the whole game, including the overtime. So Millville comes away with 1-0 victory. The girls are on the field getting ready for their game. And we'll have that one for you in a little while, so stay with us here on QBC. We'll have the game for you right after all this activity here and the warm-ups, and we'll be back in a moment.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.